message.
When we talk about it, it is very easy to get defensive because the word alone tends to trigger something in people. And what I'm speaking about is racism. Don't go away. It's a topic that needs to be discussed over and over again, but it's almost like we have this automatic shield that says, not me, I'm not a racist. But here's the reality. We have all been raised in a society where racism is deeply embedded. We've been socialized in it, all of us. So it's shaped the way that we see the world, whether we recognize it or not. We are viewing the world through a racist lens. Now, we often think of racism as simply something that is overt, right? Slurs, blatant discrimination, violence. And while those are very real and harmful expressions of racism, of course, there are more subtle, everyday kinds that permeate our lives. It's in the assumptions that we make about other people, in the ways that certain groups are represented in the media, or even in how we perceive who is qualified or deserving. We can see that right now with the United States presidential election. These are things that many of us do unconsciously, without any malice, without any clear intention, yet they still have very real impacts. It's like wearing a pair of tinted glasses without realizing it. The lens through which we see the world is colored by the racial biases that we have absorbed over time. And because they're often unconscious, it's easy to overlook them or to believe, they don't affect us. But the thing is, we cannot address a problem that we refuse to acknowledge. If we cannot accept that racism is not just out there, but it's also woven into the fabric of our everyday experiences, then we cannot effectively manage or dismantle it. Now, this doesn't mean that we are bad people or that we are intentionally doing harm. It means we need to be aware of the water we're swimming in. Think about it. If you grew up in a place where everyone believed that certain groups were more trustworthy, more capable, or more worthy of opportunity, you would likely internalize some of those ideas. It's not necessarily a conscious choice, but it's there. And the important thing is to recognize it and then question it. We need to normalize that it is okay to have these conversations and to admit that we all have blind spots. The goal is not to beat ourselves up or to blame other people, but to move toward a more honest understanding of how our society operates. When we say that racism is systematic, we are acknowledging that it is about more than individual activities. It's about patterns that have been built into our institutions, traditions, and even our personal worldviews. Let's be real. It's uncomfortable to sit with this. It's much easier to believe that we live in a fair world where everyone has an equal shot. But if we don't confront the ways racism shows up, no matter how subtly, then we are complicit in keeping it alive. The work here is in asking ourselves tough questions, in unlearning and relearning, and in being open to changing how we think and how we behave. It's about recognizing the privilege of being able to ignore those issues and just choosing not to. Racism is a reality we have all inherited, but by acknowledging that reality, we can begin to reshape it. The bottom line is this, my friends. We cannot get beyond what we refuse to acknowledge. Racism may be the air we breathe, but we do have the power to clear it if we are willing to take a good, hard look at what's in front of us.